Stardew Valley, released in 2016. Stardew Valley is a farming simulator with multiple different characters to interact to and multiple things to do, like mining, farming, or fishing. Fishing is unlocked fairly early in the game, on the second day. If you walk down to the pier, you can talk to Willy and he will give you a bamboo fishing rod. If you go next to the water and hold left click, you can fish. One thing that is cool about this game is that if there's water, you can fish. Almost anywhere on the map, fish can be found. The minigame to catch the fish is to walk next to water and hold your fishing rod out. Then hold left click and you'll be given a little prompt. The closer the green bar is to the end of the prompt, the farther away the bob will go in the water, which does actually affect what you catch. Once the rod reaches the water, it may take upwards of 30 seconds for a fish to hook on. This does lower by 0.25 seconds each time your fishing level increases, or by a different number depending on what bait you have, but it starts at 30. Once a fish hooks on, there will be an exclamation mark next to your character, and if you click fast enough, the catching window isn't that hard to miss, a different box will appear on screen. This one has a small fish icon that appears on the bottom with another green bar. The goal of this is to keep the fish icon inside the green bar. As long as it stays inside, an orange bar to the right will increase, and once it reaches the top, you will catch the fish. Sometimes though, after you see the exclamation mark, you might fish up a piece of trash or some plants instead. The better you do at the minigame, the more likely you are to get a better rarity of fish. Each fish has 4 levels of rarity: normal, silver, gold, and iridium. Normal being the most common, and iridium being the rarest. The rarities don't do that much outside of selling and eating. The rarer the fish, the more it will sell for in some shops, and the more energy/health you'll gain from eating it. And sometimes during fishing competitions at events, you might need higher quality of fish to win. Getting higher quality fish is fairly easy in most cases. The better you do at both parts of the minigame, the higher quality fish. The farther you throw out the rod, you have a lower chance to pick up trash, you get rarer, larger, and just better fish, and you increase the chance of treasure chests appearing. And if you do perfect on the second minigame, just don't let the fish out of the green cursor, then the quality of fish will be increased by 1 no matter what, and you will also gain 2.5 times EXP. As just stated, treasure chests appear more commonly the farther the rod goes. They will appear somewhere on the bar in the middle of catching a fish, and if you hover over it for a few seconds, you will unlock the chest after the game, as long as you have captured the fish. But if you fail to catch the fish, you will lose both the chest and the fish. Chests naturally have a 15% chance of spawning each time you encounter a fish, but these odds can be increased with different baits or abilities. There are roughly 75 items that can be found in the chests, some being common like geodes or bait which have above a 5% chance of appearing, or some can be incredibly rare, like different boots which have roughly a 1 in 4.3 billion chance of appearing. Yeah, a little rare. Some items can only be found after passing specific levels. And speaking of levels, each time you catch a fish, or trash/algae with a fishing rod, harvest crab pots, or collect items from fish ponds, you will gain fishing EXP. There are a maximum of 10 levels. Each level naturally gives increased proficiency, increases minimum catch size, and decreases how long it takes for a fish to bite. But as for the fish themselves, there are a lot. Very few fish can be found year-round, as most of the fish go through seasons. Like how the anchovy is only in the spring and fall, whereas largemouth bass can be found anytime. Other fish require certain weather conditions to appear, like how eels can only appear in rain, and others require it to be a specific time of day. But there are 5 fish that only legends speak of, the legendary fish. These fish can be found once per save file, or once per person in multiplayer, and are very difficult to capture. They can only be found in specific locations and months. The crimson fish is found on the beach during summer. The angler is found near Jojamart during fall. The legend is found by the mountain lake while raining in the spring, and you have to be level 10. And the glacier fish is found in Cindersnap Forest. While editing, I completely forgot that I did not include the mutant fish for some reason. I guess I just forgot about it. The mutant fish is easy to get but hard to find, as it can be found during any season at any time. But in order to find it, you have to donate 60 items to the museum, which can take a while. But other than that, it's fairly easy to get, similar to all the other legendary fish. Like was stated, these fish are fairly difficult to capture. A way to help capture them is to use bait or tackle. Some of the baits don't help catch fish, but it does decrease the time it takes for a fish to hook on. All the baits last once. The magic bait has an additional effect though. It allows any fish to be found no matter the time, weather, or season. And additionally, all bait make horrible presents to literally every villager.
Why does it like me?
But tackle does help catch fish, and it's still disliked by everyone else. But most tackle either increases the green bar on the fish, or makes the orange bar go up faster and lower slower. The basic spinner just reduces the maximum amount of time it takes to hook a fish. The trap bobber decreases the speed of the bar at right by 33%. The curiosity lure helps catch rare fish, and the quality bobber increases the quality of fish, as in the name. There are more tackles, but most of them do similar things. To unlock most of the bait and tackles, you just need to level up. At fishing level 1, you just unlock increased fishing distance. At level 2, you unlock bait and the fiberglass rod becomes purchasable. At level 3, you unlock the crab pot and dish of the sea. Level 4, the recycling machine and increased catching distance. Level 5, the fisher or trapper professions. Level 6, the spinner and trap bobber, as well as the iridium rod and shops. Level 7, you unlock the cork bobber and treasure hunter tackle. Level 8, worm bin, barbed wire, and dress spinner. Level 9, seafoam pudding and magnet. And finally, at level 10, if you chose a fishing profession, you have the choice between angler or pirate professions, or if you chose trapper, you have the option between mariner and lure master professions. Stardew Valley has a fairly in-depth fishing minigame, with a lot of different fish and ways to go about it, which makes sense as this game is more focused on your life as a farmer. And overall, I really do like the fishing minigame. It's fairly simple to get in, but complex, like I said. But, thanks for watching.